Hello, my name is Adrian Burks. I am an award-winning director, writer, actor, and producer, and I'm going to share a couple of my films today. Two of them, to be specific, and kind of go over a few things that I really love as a filmmaker that really helps me to capture the mood and the feel that I want. The two films that I'm going to share with today are After Laughter, in which I co-wrote and directed, and I also produced and acted in it. I produced it with my friend Damien Chazelle, who is the writer-director of Whiplash and La La Land.
Oppression makes wise men go mad. Your fathers were wise men, and if they did not go mad, they became restive. But with brave men, there is always a remedy for oppression.
Hey, Jamal, did I tell you I'm not a virgin anymore?
What?
You want to be the man now, huh? I tried for you, boy. I tried to teach you about family, about responsibility.
I feel free. Like I can be who I am, not who I think I'm supposed to be, you know?
And then my other film, Steady and Balance, which I did independently, which I also wrote, directed, produced, and was in. And I'm kind of going to go over a few things about it. One of them are One-ers. Both of these films that I made have long takes in theirs where I'm following multiple audience members, kind of to get a feel of the ground of the world. Another one are transitions. In one of my films, Transitions, the transitions were almost as a character as the people, going from scene to scene where the takes looked almost seamlessly, like it was a continuation of what happened. I really love doing that effect as well, and I'm going to be sharing those two things today.
Not regional. Its purpose is to promote a more abiding commitment to freedom, a more constant pursuit of justice, and a deeper respect.
All right, let me tell you what happened today, all right? So I go to work, and when I get down there, everybody just standing around acting like they ain't seen nothing. Rudy, I swear, no, you need to hear this. Hold on.
Lay aside irrelevant differences.
Oh, come on, Jamal. Hold on. Don't play too much.
What you do that for?
Well, why not? Took too long on them stairs. Oh, don't push me, boy.
What are you gonna do about it?
They're confused at first, let me tell you. So, right, so I get down there at 11 o'clock. Guess what they're doing? Smoking. Guess what, again, what they know. Not only are they smoking, but they shooting dice.
You lying.
They had money everywhere, on the table, on the floor,
clock?
on the clock, Trudy. And of course, they trying to mess with me because I'm in charge today. Man, I swear to God, Trudy, man, them niggas make me sick.
I bet you they ain't seen nothing, did they? You tell the supervisor?
Trudy, I am the damn supervisor.
Boy, no.
Ow!
bracelet. I like it so beautiful. I just want to buy it, because it has like these pearls underneath. It's so big. Come on, I'm talking to you.
Ah, Dios mío. Hola, Tim. What can I get you? The usual, mi amigo?
Is there anything I can get you to? Maybe dessert?
Sounds great. What do you recommend?
Our apple pie is delicious, but you can't go wrong with the cheesecake either.
That sounds great, but do you have like blueberry, peach?
Trust me, the apple pie.
Do you want to share? I don't think I can have a whole one.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty decent slice size.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. Do a slice of the apple. With 2 forks. We don't share germs.
Of course. No problem. Hey, sweetie. Do you want anything to drink? Water? A Coke? Milk? All right. Milk coming right up.
So the one-ers or long takes are some of my favorite things to implement when shooting a film. It makes you feel like a grounded sense of belonging or a sense of being in the world without actually having that personal experience yourself in the film. I love implementing long takes or one-ers because it gets you a sense of the world that you're going in. You're privy to the experience of the character without actually having the feelings of the character. And that's what one-ers do for me, the long takes. I love it. I mean, when you go out in the world and you see all these things going on, you see a 360 view of what's going on, you get that with one-ers. You're not just positioned and we're not telling you exactly what to look at. Instead, when you're moving around the camera and you're almost like in my film After Laughter, you're supposed to feel like a fly on the wall where you're getting that experience. You're experiencing and seeing things as we're seeing them. We're not telling you to see something. You have a view based off where the camera goes. You can look up, you can look down, you can pay attention to what this character is doing or not. And that's what I did for After Laughter. It opens up on a clock paying attention to what's happening or what's going on right there. And then you see portraits of the pictures of the family. And I love doing slices of life, so you get pieces and glimpses of what's happening, right? So when you're following something and you're going to a character, you're getting a glimpse of that conversation. Then before another character takes over, then we're following them on their journey. It's almost like a baton is being passed off from person to person, and you're getting to experience that. So that's why I really love one-ers. It is difficult to do. I know that one-ers, it takes a lot of prep, it takes a lot of rehearsal, and a lot of the times, even in my film Steady and Balance, I think I did like a 4-minute one-er where I followed 3 to 4 different characters. You have to have someone to pull focus and someone really to get on it, so you actually, it's not blurry and you get a clear picture. But with rehearsal, it is one of the most beautiful things to do. I come from a theater background initially, so it does make it feel like a theater performance of you get to one shot and you go. And the thing with film, you get to do it as many times until you get the correct shot. But it is difficult. It just takes a lot of prep. And when you're passing around from one person to person, it is difficult, but it makes it look so cool. It makes it look amazing. It makes it look like you are the person in the camera that's going from experience to experience. So I would say the long take and the one-ers are some of my favorite things to do. And I think with prep, with time, and someone who knows what they're doing to pulling focus, it really can have a great look and feel that's different from the rest of your film, right? If you're doing slice, or quick kind of shots, or even a lot of static shots, I think a moving one-er really adds a little bit of height into it.
Wish. But that boy looked just like his mom.
Jamal? Malik! Jamal!
Dr. Martin Luther King lived and died for. These are not the cardinal principles and Christian ethics by which he lived and died.
Leave it!
Hey, baby, I'm gonna head out. Make sure you lock this door once you go back.
Okay, so for my film After Laughter for transitions, I went to the scene previously from 1964 to now 1968. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to make it look seamless. I wanted to make it look like time has passed, but no time has passed. Like things are still the same, even though they're different. So one way to do that is to make it look seamless is to like track do a pan from the scene happen, right? Especially because I have one of the characters that I played that was in the before scene also in this next scene, and time has passed, so he looks different with another character. I wanted to make it look like a one take, that time hasn't passed, but it has. And so I tracked it, and I did a pan tracking from one wall to another wall and used a little bit of compositing and VFX, and it looks like it's just a long take. I also, in this one, made a time frame, and because we're following basically 3 decades in this film, I wanted to do the time, because each time is a representation of what is happening in that era, right? This takes place in the backdrop of civil rights, so each of these dates, something is happening that is important, and so those dates are there, so it was easier to cut and to do the transition from there. But I love doing that. I think it looks really, really cool, and we did a 360 back onto these other 2 characters, even though the date has changed, the time of day has changed, and we added another character. And that's one thing about transitions that you can do that are super unique. For the other transition to the kid that I have, Jamal, as a young boy, right? Another transition can show, besides looking like no time has changed, that a lot of time has changed, that you can do both. And so we get a point view of this kid witnessing something horrific happening. In this sense, it's the riots when Martin Luther King was assassinated, and there's stuff going on outside and violence, and he's seeing the horror of this happen in his face, and the lighting's different. You're seeing the fire and explosion, and then he blinks, and we timed it. We blinks and all it open. It's a new person, but the same character, but he's older now. And we're seeing how the effect that it has on him, and now he's, instead of looking at this horrific thing that's happening, he is viewing a book, and it's a little lighter. And that's one thing about transitions too, is you can go from like horrific to a lot lighter, from also lighter to extremely dark, to younger, older, younger, if you're going backwards. But yeah, those are my 2 things that I wanted to share with you guys.